Wouldn't you say, as me old buddy, me old pal? I
What?
just hit that ball. Oh, God's
Conti?
sake!
What? I was busy doing something.
Right, okay, well, there we go. I whacked that ball at high speed into your side of the court, and it clearly hit you on the face. Okay, anyway, moving aside, yes, it seems like Team Predators are going into this with a lot of substitutes, does it not, Ers?
I mean, I guess so. Like, do you know which are these substitutes for this match? Have these people played with the Predators previously in the past weeks of the round robin?
I don't recall seeing them. I mean,
I do see
traditionally we use.
two I mean prominent Predators members in the Twitch chat, so being Hunter and
That's
Gurthaguris, so I'm not sure if
what are they doing there?
they
Why
were
are they
just
in this match?
they're casuals,
To get
Brick.
back in this. God's sake. It's a championship match. Okay, anyway. St. Glaswegian Kiss. Piloted by Mighty Keb here. We have a front Carinard Artemis, and we have a side Flamer Flare. And on the business bueller, I'll pronounce it however the hell I want. It's a top deck mine launcher, it's a far left flare, far right Artemis, and a bottom deck Gatling Artemis.
And for blue team, the Storm Riders, our points leader coming out of the round robin, we have the Suchender. Left side Gatling Lumberjack Hwacha. Right side Heavy Carronade Hwacha with a rear flare gun. And their ally, the Lib GDL, a Hwacha fish. Left side Light Carronade, right side Gatling gun. So,
Yes.
sorry, go ahead.
Wasn't Luozi once in the Sky Invading Rhinos? Or was that somebody
Are you thinking of
else?
One Souls?
Oh yeah, but I know, but Luozi is. There was more than one member in
Hmm.
Sky Invading Rhinos.
Phalan? Are you Phalan and
Anyway.
One Souls were the two Sky Invading Rhinos. I feel like the Sky Invading Rhinos had already dissolved by the time the Storm Riders really came into prominence. Although I don't know,
Yes.
maybe that's where he got his start. Not quite sure.
In any event, Suchenda, LibGL elected to go do a bit of a wolf pack there, just go right over that canyon.
Oh no,
Has now.
what you're thinking of is uh the Rhino Rider, the Crimson Rhino Riders, the collaboration between the Storm
Yeah,
Riders,
but I
the
mean, now
Sky
that
Invading Rhinos,
the
and
Sky
the
Invading Rhinos are defunct, maybe I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Glaswegian Kiss now. Oh, taking some heavy fire from the Suchenda. Business Bueller taking some pot shots. The LibGL taking some cover here. Now these two, I think these two ships. I don't think either team was really prepared for this engagement.
I
They've
don't
both
know.
hastily taken cover here.
Blue team looks pretty. Blue team looks pretty prepared for this. They're just kind of hanging out in the open. Like, Business Bueller is going to have to be able to close the distance here. They need that mine launcher. The
Well,
Glaswegian Kiss has almost no firepower. That Carronade Artemis build is it's entirely like a slow burn kind of disable setup. It's designed really to counter this goldfish. So if the Business Bueller is not able to close the distance to utilize the high impact damage of the mine, the Predators are not going to be able to get anything done. So you see them now closing the distance because that's what they need to do.
oh yes, Glaswegian Kiss just took quite a few whack shots there. Quite a few missed, however. However, the Glaswegian Kiss balloon is now down. Glaswegian Kiss rapidly descending. Whatch shots just bringing it down. Business Bueller sort of awkwardly firing its Gatling on the Suchenda, but this has just become a complete disaster for Team Predators.
Oh yeah, this Pyramidion is just about to take a million Watcha shots as soon as the Lib GDL gets its arcs here, and Pyramidion, not the tankiest ship in the game, it's out of here, man. It's gone.
Yes, you're out of here, as you Americans say when you're playing baseball.
That is what we say.
Yeah, very good. And now Business Bueller forced into a retreat, but being a mobular, I think it'll have difficulty getting away from the LibGL.
I don't know.
LibGDL. Ugh.
It depends how far Storm Riders want to commit for this kill. Because this is because of the Bisnispula's positioning, this is going to force the Goldfish to detach from their ally. The Galleon's not going to be able to chase in concert, so currently it seems like they do want the kill, so they are continuing to chase, but the Galleon being isolated here, this could easily, the Red Mob could easily turn this back in their favor with just, you know, a nice mine hit.
Some nice side carronade firing here from the LibGL, making sure Bisnispula doesn't have the maneuverability to escape. Suchenda comes in. Oh, both ships firing the Hwacha, and that's the end of the Bisnispula.
Yeah, really nice positioning from the Galleon, actually.
It means business no more.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That was just my snipey little revenge.
The mob, you might say they're filing for chapter 11 at this point. They're just closing up shop. Let's get all these. We got all these chairs. I don't know. Send them to the liquidator. We get something.
Like Kevin Spacey and Margin Call. They're just sort of selling off all their assets and ruining the American economy in the process.
Yes. Bringing back the old movie references that Urs never gets bit. That always plays real well.
I got to make sure they're about 7 years old. You see, just the movie references are like a fine wine. You know, 7 years is a good vintage.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Bisnispula has been spotted here. And Glaswegian Kiss coming around the corner. Glaswegian Kiss being very aggressive here and is continuing to be so.
And the Galleon's set up here. He's going to get these lumberjacks out in short order, and these are going to be highly disruptive for the red team. Like, LibGDL, it appears, is going to be sitting here back and wait. He's going to wait for red to close the distance. And kind of pop out as a surprise your guns are gone kind of tactic.
That's not a surprise you want to experience. Bisnispula and Saint Glaswegian Kiss, they want to engage up close. I feel they want to bum rush the show. However, LibGDL and Suchenda are perfectly happy to just let the Bisnispula and the Glaswegian Kiss come in.
Yeah, they're just... Anytime the Predators get close, they can just rotate forward a little bit more, and their some Hwacha coming, or something coming out from the Bisnispula.
That loadout of the Suchenda is so wonderfully versatile. They've got the Hwacha, they've got the Lumberjack, and the Gatling. I mean, at medium range, it is an absolute killer. It disables you in every possible way and kills you, strips your armor very quickly. It's going to be very difficult to find a good engage angle.
This Galleon, like a typical split Galleon, you see long-range weapons on the left, typically like a Hades or a Merc or an Artemis instead of that Gatling. But with the Gatling, like the combination of the Gat Hwacha makes this ship even the traditionally weak close-range side is very strong with the combination of the Gat Hwacha. So it's not, it's not just a matter of like rushing through the Lumberjack, because you're still dealing with two very powerful close-range weapons once you get into arming time.
A Gat and a Hwatch is more than enough to kill you quite quickly. The Bisnispula now firing its Gatling down the LibGDL. However, it has exposed itself to these Suchenda's lumberjack shots here. Bisnispula cannot stay in the Suchenda's arc much longer. It realizes that, taking cover here behind the stone pillar.
Yeah, good lumberjack hits. Yeah, and every one of those lumber hits they take, every chunk of damage that takes out of the balloon just adds more time that they have to repair before they're able, because they can't really commit to a charge with a damaged balloon. So just a lumberjack proving to be, I imagine, extremely annoying for the red team.
Yeah,
Glaswegian Kiss already losing their balloon. They were just exposed for just a moment.
Oh, Bisnispula! Bisnispula just poked its head out. It practically got a piece of it shot off. You can see brains flying out. Bloody hell! Bisnispula forced to retreat. LibGDL now exposed to both the Glaswegian Kiss and the Bisnispula. It looks like Glaswegian Kiss considering going in here, but Glaswegian Kiss has got to know he can't expose himself to the Hwacha. and the Gatling of the Suchenda.
Glaswegian Kiss, they did a good job disabling the watch on libgdl, but
The
as you
thing is,
say,
Glaswegian Kiss and Business Bureau, they've got 3 Artemii between them, which it would be very effective for taking out the Suchenda's guns, but they're just finding it so hard to get a good engage angle. As soon as they engage, they've already got that Gatling, that Hwacha, and that Lumberjack just completely wrecking them, as we see here.
wow, and permanent damage coming out of the Mobula. That was a nice hit at range. Oh, they're taking actually a lot of damage here. Where's that whole armor?
Business Bureau crashing into the ground. Well, not quite into this awkward, horrible little ridge here. The Business Bureau's too fat to negotiate.
Oh man, and the lumber taking out the balloon again. This might be the end for the red mob as they crash into the terrain. And the Pyramidian's just like, I don't know, I gotta make something happen. He charges right on in, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He has no balloon, he has no whole armor, he's moonshining out. Like, you've committed, you can't get out of this, and the Mobula goes down. Like, this is all going bad for the red team here.
The problem,
oh, no.
They've got those Artemii, which would be really good at taking out those heavy guns to the Suchenda, but the problem is they don't have ships that can cover snipe. If they had a junker, yeah, I know, a junker. Can you imagine? If they had a junker, they just pop out, take a few Artemis shots, pop back into cover, do it again until the galleon's completely disabled. But they don't have any ships that can do that. As soon as they commit to an engage, they're just face tanking all that Lumberjack, Hwacha, and Gatling.
Right, they don't have the broadside setup of a junker or a galleon. Since the guns will face forward, they have to charge directly at the enemy to be able to shoot them.
Exactly.
And also, one thing we forgot to mention is this fight was happening in red spawn, so already a bad just right back into the blender for the Predators.
Yeah, this was oh dear. I mean, they didn't really have much of a choice, but now a Business Bureau has just spawned in the worst possible place. And is down.
I think another factor, in addition to the ships they brought, the Lumberjack just proving to be very disruptive, making it so they can never engage together, because as soon as they come out, one ship gets their balloon knocked out, and they're getting dual focused again.
Yes, well, anyway, while we carefully do our artisanal theory crafting, the Ryders have taken the first of this best of 5 series. All right, then.
Rick, let's put. These fun facts are really leaving a lot to be desired for me. I have to say these.
I'd like to apologize any offense caused to any Dota players. I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be that bad. I'm very sorry.
If you play Dota, you deserve all the offense. Just get out of here.
And if you play LOL, then you have to be a sociopath just to play that game with other people at all without crying. Okay, Parasite Rumble. It's getting down. It's time. That match time is giving me time to get hyped uppers.
1.4.4, bringing us the 60-second loading time we always wanted.
Oh, I am chomping at the bit. Anyway, not chomping at the bit is, well, possibly, is Greasy Dream. It's a front Gatling, a side carousel, and a rear carronade. And on the Business Bureau, it's a top deck mine launcher. It's a far left flare gun, a far right Artemis, a bottom deck Artemis, and Gatling.
And for the blue team, the Storm Riders, we have the Suchender. Left side, Gatling, Lumberjack, Hwacha. Right side, Heavy Carronade Hwacha with a rear flare gun. Their ally is the libgdl. Front Heavy Carronade this time. Left side flare gun, right side flame thrower.
Okay, well, as Captain Urs disconnects once again, it seems these two may be circling the drain in the same direction. libgdl and Suchenda going counterclockwise around the map, as Grease Dream and Business Bureau go clockwise.
Yeah, this is
It
something
may
we
be
see very frequently. I like to call it the spotting phase on a lot of these low visibility maps. Pearton Rumble, Canyon Ambush, Clash at Black Cliff. These have so many clouds that it takes a while for the teams to catch a spot on their opponents, and nobody wants to run face first into an ambush, so both teams are going to be taking this fairly conservatively, although thankfully for us and really everyone involved, they're going to be finding themselves pretty quickly here.
Suchenda turning its broadside guns. LibGDL moving to intercept the Greasy Dream. And you see LibGL has changed to that heavy carronade. That's going to be much more effective at dealing with that squid. That will kill that squid's maneuverability very quickly, and is especially dangerous on Paraton, where there's so many things to descend and bump into.
Yeah, this is a tough map to maneuver around when you're at full capacity, and when you're just diving into the ground, it can be very easy to take a quick death.
Carronade's very effective on this map, and Business Bueller descending below a bit of cover here. Very much the Predators team have been suppressed here, forced to take cover. Suchenda moving into a more advantageous position. Suchenda just been commanding every one of these engagements.
Oh, Mongolo goes
what happened
down.
there?
That was the I guess stamina arcs on the heavy carronade.
Wow. Wow.
Feedback at musegames.com.
That was just
Please
sudden.
nerf stamina arcs.
In any event, the Greasy Dream is skedaddling Anna here. It's saying Zoinks in the classic tradition of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. There we go. Cultural references going back many, many decades.
Brick, I need to hear your best Shaggy impression. Let's go.
Oh,
come on.
Zoinks! Oh, geez, I hope I don't get drafted for Vietnam. LibGDL
I don't know if that's canon. I don't.
Well, I mean, like, Shaggy was meant to be this sort of shiftless hippie, wasn't he? You know, wasn't he? I mean, you know, he had this long hair, kind of. I don't know. Maybe
I mean,
I'm just,
he was hungry all the time. That is a little suspect.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's this slovenly, cowardly kind of hippie, sort of conservative America's condemnation of modern youth in the 60s. At least that's what I saw it as. I could be completely wrong.
You had a strange childhood. I saw there was a guy and he had a ghost mask and he was scaring people, and then they caught him and they gave him to the police. That's the story. That's what I remember from Scooby-Doo.
I see. Well, I mean, at the time I was studying political theory in the media. Anyway, my nightmarish childhood
Look
aside,
at Greasy Dream. He's
Greasy
found
Dream
an
has slipped
opening.
in here with a Gatling. Oh, but Greasy Dream about to slip into those broadsides. Greasy Dream, it manages to slip through while those big broadsides were reloading, I think. Oh, but not the other side. Oh, Greasy Dream caught on the scenery.
What are they doing? The Biznispula is now finally charging in. He's so far away. I don't know why the Greasy Dream chose that opportunity to engage. Like, the most powerful gun on the Biznispula is the mine launcher, and the not usable in a sniping range.
Now, LibGDL coming in. It's gonna blend that Biznispula down. Yes, that Mobula will blend well and burn well. Biznispula using its drogue shoot to no avail as it goes down.
You know, I'm glad
Again, this has been a disaster.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just coordination issues, because, I mean, the Red Mobula clearly wants to engage at close range. They have a very brawl-centric loadout. And I just feel like Predators don't really want to commit to a fight until, they're within a second or two of deploying those mines, because that is the Red Team's greatest asset here. Otherwise, they're just going to be outgunned by the Storm Riders. I do like those fireworks. I feel it's very, very festive.
Yes, yes, it is, of course, Blood and Brass's spooky finals on
Oh yeah, it
Halloween.
is Halloween.
Yeah, well, yes, of course. Urs lives in a kind of temporal vacuum
Mm-hmm.
where
Time has
holidays
no
don't
meaning to
exist.
Urs.
No, he casts Guns of Icarus tournaments and complains about the state of the game,
Mm-hmm.
and just endlessly in a kind of loop where time has no meaning.
When is Washa
Um,
going to get nerfed?
oh, Urs. Anyway, Suchen.
Yeah,
That's your theme song, by the way.
it's
Uh,
very original.
there we go. Suchenda and LibGL continuing to clockwise patrol the map. And why not, indeed? Suchenda keeping its most deadly guns facing towards the middle of the map, where presumably the predators might come from.
We need. The Predators have already tried to assault this kind of rotating defensive formation from the Storm Riders. They've already tried twice, and just having a lot of difficulty maintaining their own formation. Like, they've been charging in kind of a disjointed manner, with one ship coming in too early, taking a ton of damage, and then going down before their allies able to come in to assist. So, and with 3 points for the blue team already, like, they cannot afford to make yet another fatal positioning mistake. And you see them now, like, they're staying pretty close together, but like, once the bullets start flying, they need to hold it.
Yes, indeed. Calm under fire. That's what they need. If I was the Team Predators right now, I would be feeling rattled. I would be feeling frustrated. Thus far, I mean, this has just been a clean sweep for the Ryders thus far. I mean, these matches haven't really been that competitive. Again, as you see, we've seen the Predators give the Ryders a run for their money, but this time, I mean, the Predators just completely on the back foot.
I mean, I question the validity of this mine launcher build. We saw them use it against the Bard Revival Church to some great effect, but the Storm Riders are a different beast entirely, and maybe the mine launcher is just proving to be too narrow of a weapon that it's just they haven't been able to engineer the right situations for it to be powerful.
Storm Riders are playing a fairly kind of static defensive style anyway. I mean, that mine launcher, you can leverage its use the most with, again, teams that are charging right towards you and thus hitting those mines. But for teams that are just going to stand there and kill you from a bit of a distance, it's not so good.
I mean, at the same time, like, the Galleon, like, once the Galleon gets locked in a mine cage, it's very difficult to escape. It's such a kind of a wide...
absolutely. It's just getting there through all the lumberjacks and the whatcher. Oh, Business Bueller! Oh my God, Business Bueller! What the?
What happened? I didn't catch it on the camera.
Oh, Business Bueller just got caught on something, and a harsh world killed him.
As it will for us all someday.
Oh, golly, yes. One day a harsh world will kill us all.
God, thank God, no, that did not result in a point for the enemy team, since no shots have been fired quite yet.
Yep.
That, if things already going, if they weren't rattled before, they definitely are now. The map just randomly killing them out of nowhere. That's
yes,
rough.
it is as if they sail against the tide. They fight fate. Everything seems to be against the Team Predators right now. It will take nerves of steel to claw back their position at this point.
And if they lose this game, that means they're down 2 matches in a best of 5. They will have to win. If they lose this, they will have to win 3 matches in a row against the team who I feel like it fairly well regarded as the strongest in the game right now in the Storm Riders.
Yes, well, yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I don't think anyone's going to argue that just in terms of, well, winning, the the Starstorm Riders win the vast majority of the time. They are probably the best team going right now. And if they win this tournament, then they thoroughly deserve to do so. It would definitely not be a fluke. It certainly wouldn't be. Just the level of play the Riders have just consistently shown, the pinpoint accuracy of the gunners on those the Suchenda, the consistency of these crews. You barely ever see the Riders need to pull in substitutes. In fact, the Riders have been providing substitutes for Muse while fielding their own team. I mean, the Riders, they have the skill, they have the manpower, they have the organization. They are just completely the favorites in every sense of the word.
Do have a spot going down onto Business Bula, so any surprise factors that the Predators were hoping for is now gone here. I mean, I think represented in just the pure experience on the blue team is how well, during all of this, they've been able to maintain this defensive formation, moving around the entire map. They've maintained almost the same distance the entire time. It's just, these captains are on the same level, and Luosi, for the Ryders, I believe he is actually the player with the highest match count in the entire game. So he is literally the most experienced player in Guns of Icarus on that Blue Goldfish.
More than Zill.
Dude, Luosi has like 15,000 matches. Zill has like 6. It's not. Zill's not even. I don't think Zill's in the top like 20 anymore.
Wow. Okay. Well, it just shows how much things have changed.
Rangefinder Zill, as we call him nowadays. Really liking bring that rangefinder as a captain.
Still brings the rangefinder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well, in ancient 2-year-old jokes aside, now libgdl is sort of taking cover, allowing the Suchenda to kind of pin down the beer. Oh god.
Oh no, it's Mobula.
Oh no, Business Bula got caught.
The harsh world returns.
Descending. Oh, but he's managed to drogue shoot, avoid any serious damage as he got into this little area. However, Greasy Dream's been forced to retreat. libgdl is coming in. This has gone horribly, horribly wrong, to state the blindingly obvious.
I mean, the Storm Riders do have fairly good control of the situation, but the GDL does not want to commit here because there is a lot of terrain in the way, and if they move forward anymore, the Galleon's going to lose its arc. So
the Predators, they're just completely pinned down. I mean, their strategy at this point, it relies on kind of catching the Riders off guard to get them in that mine cage, to kind of get them from a bad angle with the squid, but they just can't do it. The Riders just continue to circle the map and just keep their guns trained on them at all times.
And the Mobula once the Mobula's balloon is knocked out, it does such a poor job pursuing a target.
Look at these beautiful lumberjack shots, just hitting it through that little crack there. And now the Greasy Dream is in big trouble. A lumberjack shot or some Huacha. Oh, Greasy Dream descending.
They don't want to be taking any permanent damage here.
They
need to back out. They need to reset the situation. This is not what the Predators want.
Greasy Dream just managing to back out in time. Yes, I think they need to split up. I mean, they got to try something pretty special at this point. A flank might be the only thing that will maybe wrong foot the Riders at this point.
But the issue is they have to set it up without being spotted, and they need to execute it at the same time, which is what they've been having a lot.
Yeah, Ryders, they're being defensive, but they're being just aggressive enough to just keep the pressure on the Predators, so the Predators never get a chance to really organize themselves into that kind of positioning you're talking about.
Oh,
and
no,
now
the
Business
Mobula.
Just getting destroyed here, for lack of a better word.
I think that is the most accurate word.
Yes.
Ruffle stomped, perhaps.
Now Greasy Dream was trying to assist the Business Bula, but that may have been a very forlorn attempt. Greasy Dream has lost his balloon. He's trying to reverse through this wreckage. He's catching some Huacha. Can the Greasy Dream... Oh, Greasy Dream just manages to get around the corner. That will buy him some precious time. However, LibDGL is coming around the corner. Oh, Greasy Dream takes a bounce, and that could be it. I
I
don't
don't
think he
think
can
they can
escape.
escape. Yeah, with the
I
balloon going down, like,
No, not
no.
anymore. LibGDL is coming in, and that's it. A second win for the Ryders.
Oh boy, Predators are. I mean, they're down 2 games now in this best of 5. This is a rough spot to be in. They have to, if they want to take the championship, they're going to have to win the next 3 in a row, and that is a tall order.
Well, earlier today in the Dota World Championships, we saw another best of 5 where Team Coup Tigers managed to win a game after Team SKT won 2. Can the Predators recreate that feat in this equally prestigious and well-watched esport? 5-0 complete shutout. That would be a
The
terrible
15
result.
the 15-0 is, I'm not sure if that's something that has happened before. That might be a
No,
Guns
it's
Victor's
never
first.
happened before. No, we haven't had very many best of 5s, but that
No.
definitely has not happened before.
I mean, the Crimson Sky Riders or Sky Rhinos did get 3-0'd in the Sky League finals against Mandarins, but I'm pretty sure they took a couple ships with them on the
They
way down.
definitely got a few kills. I remember. Yeah. In any event, putting the past aside, the Greasy Dream. The Greasy Dream, it is a squid, and it has a front Gatling, it has a side flak, and it has a rear Gatling. Huh, interesting. Okay, and the Kamna, it is a top deck Hades. It is a far left Artemis, a far right mine launcher, and a bottom deck Gatling Artemis.
Mine launcher.
Mine
And
launcher. Gatling mine
for the
launcher.
Storm Riders, we have the Battering Ram, which is a Hwachafish, left side light carronade, right side Gatling. Another Goldfish, but Sphinx piloting it this time. And their ally is Lib Clutter. Hades Mobula, light carronade, Gatling for close range. Dual
Oh,
arcs
Kamina,
for...
hold the phone here. Already armor stripped.
Ooh, I think maybe this is what they were afraid of, because Kamina now, the mine launcher wasn't working out, so they went to that more standard Hades dual Artemis. But the issue now is, I don't know if they have the accuracy that the Storm Riders do to win a mirror match.
I very much doubt it. Lib Clutter, just every Hades shot has just been on point. Kamina, 4 guns disabled, balloon down. Lib Clutter has the high ground now. Oh, only one Hades. Oh, only one Hades shot missing
what is
there.
Greasy Dream doing in all of this?
Greasy Dream is getting out of dodge, and I don't really blame him. Greasy Dream took a knock in a fight with the battering ram there. Kamina is continuing to advance on the Lib Club. The Lib Club are just comfortably backing off and taking him down. Greasy Dream has gone low. It's just, again, I just feel like the Predators, they're just completely on the back foot here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, Storm Riders probably have the advantage in the Mobula mirror match, and the Battering Ram, the Hwachafish, is going to have the advantage against a Squid. The Squid's so vulnerable to that Hwacha disable, and the Greasy Dream just is not going to be able to get a kill fast enough, I feel. Like, the only way the Predators will not be able to win a fight where they're split up. They need to utilize the faster maneuverability of the Greasy Dream to get a dual focus on one of these Rider ships. I think that is really the only chance they have, is to engineer that kind of a situation.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be very, very difficult, though. From just not only just the morale perspective. I mean, somehow these 2 captains, Princess Tuta and Mighty Keb, they've got to come together. They've got to come up with this radical new strategy. I feel this wasn't what I had a feeling they didn't plan for this. As you said earlier, they've switched kind of to a more conventional build. But I mean, if you switch to that build, as you said earlier, the Riders are just so much better at it.
They have so much more experience. It's like some of these Riders have, like, the Riders probably have the highest percentage of high match count players. We have players with 13,000 matches, with 6,000 matches. These are all the players on the Lib Clutter are extremely experienced, whereas the Predators are a much newer group.
But, well, I mean, Predators have some extremely experienced players, but not that many playing in this match.
Certainly not the pilots.
Yeah.
Like Mighty Keb is one of the newest, one of the most recent competitive pilots of any of these competitive teams. But here's the dual focus.
Hang on, hold the phone. Lib Clutter here. Greasy Dream had the rear of Lib Clutter, actually took down the armor, but now Battering Ram has already closed him down. Greasy Dream forced to retreat. Gatling going down on the Greasy Dream. Lib Clutter bouncing off his ally here. Greasy Dream armor down. Greasy Dream did manage to disrupt the Lib Clutter long enough to throw him off a bit.
And he has the gun arcs again, so if we see some light flags here...
Oh, here we go. Armor down on the Lib Clutter. Kamina continuing to hit its shots. Lib Clutter's on the back foot here. He's on the ropes. But Kamina now. Kamina starting to take some damage. Oh, big Hwacha barrage. Hermahal taken. Battering Ram charging towards the Kamina, but the Greasy Dream taking its rear. Nice carronade strafing on the side guns of the Battering Ram. Battering Ram turning its Hwacha. Looking to do some major damage to the Kamina, but the Greasy Dream coming in with the rockets. Greasy Dream coming in for body block almost.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to body block for long. Now the Greasy Dream has taken a lot. Both these red ships heavily damaged. I'm not
Greasy
sure
Dream, one more hit will do it. That's it for the Greasy Dream.
I'm not sure if that was the correct decision for Greasy Dream to leave the Mobula, because they might have been able to get at least one kill, and by abandoning the Lib Clutter to go help their ally with the fish, they gave up what could have potentially been their first kill, and so far... This has just been a clean sweep.
My heart is going out for the Team Predators right now. This is just... We've never, ever seen a finals this one-sided.
I'm sure, Scrimscraw is somewhere in Holland spinning in his grave. I mean, if we... if we hook battery up to him, I bet we could power a good portion of Los Angeles.
Yes, certainly so. Scrimscraw, he's won a lot, he's lost a lot, but
he is one of the most old school competitive pilots.
Oh, and, absolutely.
Notable member of the Predators, although not present today to support his team. I'm sure he has something better to do.
He's here in spirit.
Also, to be clear, he's not actually dead. He's.
Thank you. Thank you, Ez.
I was just
for that
clarification. Calling him spirit
journalistic integrity there. Okay,
clear
Battering
communication.
Ram, full disclosure. Scrimscraw not dead. Lib Clutter, Battering Ram coming back in on the camera and the Greasy Dream, and this could be the final engagement of this tournament. 2 more kills will do it for the Ryders. Kamina firing on the Lib Clutter now. Hades connecting on the Lib Clutter. Lib Clutter returning fire. Here comes the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream coming with a Gatling on the Lib Clutter. They're just going for broke here.
I mean, the Lib Clutter is heavily damaged. They could get a fast kill here. They need to focus the mob. They need to keep this damage up. They can't let the Hwacha deter them. Kamina needs to get this kill.
They do, absolutely. Greasy Dream. Oh, I think... Greasy Dream just turning for the Lib Clutter. Yeah, they're just going for it. They're just going for the Lib Clutter. This is what they need to do. Finally, they get a kill. They've got the kill on the Lib Clutter. Battering Ram coming in with the Hwacha on the Kamina. Battering Ram just going straight through. Battering Ram trying to escape.
Oh man, Predators, they need to chase this down. They need to get every kill they can. This is the first time in this entire set that they've had a situation turned in their advantage, and they have to capitalize on it.
Absolutely. They've got the Riders on the back foot. Grab a hold of their leg and bite until there's blood. Go, Predators, go!
Big Hwacha coming out on the Greasy Dream. But I feel like if they keep chasing, I don't think the Goldfish... It's going to require some clever piloting for the Goldfish to be able to escape here.
Well, if there's anyone who's clever, it certainly thinks. And now battering ram reversing around this mountainside here. Greasy Dream seems to be peeling off. They've done it.
They see Lib Clutter. Lib Clutter's decided to engage, to move in.
Greasy.
So I don't know about. I don't know if this is the right decision. I feel like
No, I don't think it is. Battering ram, it moved off a bit, but now it's coming back in. Kamina can receive heavy fire here. It looks like they just want to kill the Kamina. They're just going for it. And now Greasy Dream has got the flank on the Lib Clutter. Lib Clutter turning to face the Greasy Dream. Kamina out there, focus firing on the Lib Clutter now. Battering ram is still at low altitude, unable to assist.
Need those Hades to hit. You need to take out this mob.
This is the time. They've got him 2-on-1. Battering ram is struggling to get back on the same vertical level. Lib Clutter.
The light flax. So close.
Flax. Oh, where's the flax? Oh, a big devastating quatcher on the Greasy Dream. Just as the Lib Clutter goes down.
They might be able to tie this up. The Predators might be bringing this back.
They might be. It could be the comeback of the century.
Kamina needs to be careful here. That side light carronade on the batter. I don't know what those light flax are doing, but the side light carronade doing quite a bit of damage to the red mob, and this is going to make it a little bit difficult to chase. But Greasy Dream, man, they need to get these engines back up. They need to pursue. They can't let the battering ram get away here.
Go, go, go! Oh, but on the other hand, if they pursue too far, they might go right into the arcs of the Lib Clutter, but they don't know that.
Man, they should.
Are they going to risk it?
I mean, there's a spawn right next to the battering ram. That's where they should expect the Mobula to be. I really hope they have the map knowledge.
Well, the jig is up now. The Lib Clutter's been spotted. Greasy Dream's going for it. Greasy Dream doesn't care about the Lib Clutter. Greasy Dream just going in. Oh, but takes a big whatchet. Oh, I think this was a mistake for the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream is absolutely crippled here. A couple more shots will do the trick. Kamina firing on the Lib Clutter, but it's not enough. Greasy Dream completely crippled. Greasy Dream's balloon is down. It's descending. How is Greasy Dream hanging on?
I mean, there's been no Hwacha. I think Batteram's saving the Hwacha for the red mob.
Yep, there we go. Greasy Dream is down. This is it. Kamina must escape. This is it. This is the moment. This is the moment they fought 5 matches a week for. This is a moment that they've been waiting for all this time. This is the final moment. Battering ram coming in on the Kamina, strafing it with the carronades.
Lib Clutter, he's a little far back. This is a fairly even engagement. Battering ram has the advantage, but they might not be able to get the fast kill. Is there enough time for Greasy Dream to respawn and come back into this fight?
Kamina goes low. Kamina's balloon is out. Kamina popping drogue shoot. The Gatling going down. The Hades going down. This could be it. Here comes the Greasy Dream, but it might be too late. The Ryders have done it. The Ryders win the Blood and Brass tournament. Congratulations to the Ryders. Good showing by Predators. Getting those kills, clawing it back, stopping it from being a shutout. It looked like they were turning it around there for a bit, but just the calm, patient positioning of the Ryders ended up winning the day.